Topic is creative play, laughter, and fun.
Yes.
And this is a very, very important topic because sometimes we lose touch with that, especially as we get older. But we're gonna go ahead and kick off our ceremony. And we always like to start off with prayer and libation. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up our Kenda. And she is going to lead us in prayer.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you can center yourself, close your eyes, and open your heart and receive. We want to give honor and praise and glory to the God on high that is called by many names, but universally is known for love, growth, and healing. Some call him her, Jehovah, Allah, Creator. We welcome you along with the ancestors that are coming today to be uplifted and to lift. May our hearts and minds be open to the universal message of love, peace, and elevation. And so it is. Amen and Ashe.
Amen and Ashe. Give thanks, Sister Kenda. Next, we are going to move into our libation because we know how important it is to bring our ancestors and those energies whenever we're doing healing work, especially. So, whoever's not familiar with libation, we take a cup of water, which I have here, and we pour water into the earth or, right outside if you're outside or directly into a plant. And when we pour libation, we call and speak the names of our ancestors because in our culture, we don't say that our ancestors died. We use the term transition. They had transitioned into the spiritual realm, and we keep them alive by constantly acknowledging them, constantly speaking their names, remembering them. So we know that they are always a part of us. So we first pour libation to the Most High that we all may call by different names: God, Allah, Olodumare, Ptah, Ra, Yahweh, and we say Ashe.
Ashe.
We pour libation and all praise and adoration to our ancestors and our direct bloodline, those who paved the way for us, those who prayed for us, those who are on the other side caring for us each and every day. We call their names at this time. Ashe. Grandpa Emmons, Ashe. Grandpa Howard, Ashe. Grandma Rosa, Ashe. Grandma Jojo, Ashe. Ashe. Aunt Jeanette, Ashe. 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 We now pour libation to those great heroes and sheroes that we all share: liberation, the love, the joy in people on the diaspora, and we call them out by name. Ashe. Ashe. Malcolm X. Ashe. Ida B. Wells. Ashe.
C.J. Walker.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Kwame Ture. Ashe.
Mary Baraka.
Ashe.
Malcolm X.
Ashe. Harriet Tubman. Ashe. Dr. Wilson. Ashe. Patrice Lumumba. Ashe. Chiganta Dia. Ashe.
Dr. Akbar.
Ashe. Ashe. Now we take a moment and we think about those ancestors whose names we don't know. We may have never seen them before. We may have never heard their names spoken before, but we are connected to them. And they are still fighting for us on the other side. We just take a moment and pull libation for them and say Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. And in the spirit of what we are discussing today, creative play, laughter, and fun, we just think about those ancestors who brought entertainment to us, who brought fun and joy.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's very important. I think sometimes when we pull libation, we just think about the freedom fighters. But it was also fighting for our freedom to have love and joy and happiness.
That's right.
That's part of our liberation and our elevation. I'm sorry. And then pour libation for them.
Ashe.
Ashe. Call their names. Go ahead and call their name. Dick Gregory. Fryer. Ashe. Bernie Mac. Ashe. Paul Mooney. Ashe. I'm sorry.
Black Panther. Chadwick.
Oh, yeah.
Ashe.
Ashe. Oh, we was all like. And we just pour libation back to the one, the our Almighty Creator, the Most High, and we say Ashe,
Ashe.
Ashe,
Ashe.
Asheo.
Ashe.
So at this time in our tradition, we ask permission of the elders to continue. So elders, do I have permission to continue? Thank you. I was looking directly at it. Okay. So some of you all, this may be your first experience coming out to Maat Temple of Elevation. So at this time, we're going to have our brother Simbi, and he's going to go over our mission statement and our precepts. This will give you an understanding about what we're about and what we're trying to do here. Come on up.
Thank you, Sister Monica. Wonderful libation ceremony, powerful ritual. We come before you in the mind state of elevation, standing on a strong legacy of spiritual masters, healers, and powerful prayer warriors. We acknowledge our connection to Source and our honored, elevated ancestors. We are humble servants of the community. May we be properly guided with every word that we speak. Now, it's traditional and customary that we share with you our mission statement because we want to constantly reiterate who we are and why we are here. So we're here to build and maintain a strong family and community support structure that fosters spiritual elevation, optimal living, healthy relationships, empowerment, and respect among the Black, African American, and Africans and Black people throughout the diaspora. To inspire, uplift, and energize the spirit of the people to face life with enthusiasm, vigor, and gratitude. So we have 11 precepts that we live by. Precept number 1, and this is what we strive to be. You know, we don't claim to be perfect, but we have to strive for something. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. So a precept is a general rule intended to regulate behavior and thought. Number 1, we come in the spirit of Ma'at, which is love, truth, balance, reciprocity, and lawfulness. We strive to affirmatively fulfill the 42 laws. Now, that sounds like a lot of laws. Anybody memorize all 42 laws? Well, how come y'all haven't memorized yet? I don't either. I got to read them. But we're not going to read them today. But we do understand that it's a set of laws and rules to live by, similar to 10 Commandments, but it's affirming that I have not, or I have positively done, etc., and etc. Number 2, we are here to create a safe space of fellowship, healing, spiritual upliftment, and emotional support. Number 3, we shall demonstrate, can you hear me on the mic?
Yes.
Okay. We shall demonstrate high respect, self-respect, and respect of one another is of top priority. Number 4, we exercise mindful and heart-centered communications. Communication is sacred to building and sustaining harmonious relationships. Number 5, we equally value, honor, and respect all children. Children, make some noise.
Now you be quiet.
Oh, now you want to be quiet. Gave y'all the opportunity. Now I'm quiet the rest of the day. Make as much noise as you want. Sorry, Monica. If they listen to me, that's my bad.
Not later.
So we respect all children, women, and men. We prioritize family and communities. Men and women, make some noise today. Woo! High value. Everyone in here are high value men, women, and children. We cherish our beloved ancestors. Number 6, we call their names, position their guidance, energize them, and pay homage. For we know, although they are not here physically, they are still with us. Number 7, we promote spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical health, always reaching for our most optimal state of well-being. Who in here wants to be optimally healthy? As healthy as you can get. All right. That means we're on the right page. We're on the same page. Number 8, we acknowledge the one supreme creator of all, who goes by many names, references, and variations, always respecting and honoring the various spiritual denominations, institutions, sects, and houses established and worshiped by our people throughout time. Okay, because we're not about no divide and conquer and separation. As long as it's about elevation, it's a part of our nation. Is that right?
That's right.
Number 9, we cherish our elders and value their wisdom. We strive to support and care for them in the best ways we can. Number 10, we celebrate and appreciate our existence. We celebrate and appreciate everyone in our families and community. We celebrate and appreciate friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood, childhood, familyhood, and communityhood. The hood is our covering. Number 11, we know that unity and cooperation is the reality of our existence, because we would not be alive if we didn't live the reality of unity more than division, because our bodies maintain our existence here because we have an integrated system of cells and organs working together to produce our life and to maintain our lives, right? So we know unity. We experience unity every day. It's the reality of our existence. We know we need one another, and with our supreme creator and beloved ancestors at the center of everything we do, we can take good care of each other throughout the journey of this life that we share. Can we put some ashe on that?
Ashe.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And I hope him providing you all with our mission statement and our precepts, you have a better understanding of Maat Temple of Elevation. We are here to all come together, do some healing work, but do it through means of love and even fun. You know, and it doesn't matter what your religious background is. We're welcoming everybody. You know, you can still call on your God. We're here for unity.
That's right.
So moving on, we will now go into lessons of Mama Ma'at. For those of you not familiar who Mama Ma'at is Jabari's mother, who was right by his side his whole run in the community. And February of last year, she transitioned into the realm of the ancestors. But she's right here, and she always wanted to see this happen. She always wanted Jabari to get the temple up and running. So we definitely are grateful for her and some of her lessons Jabari wants to speak on. So you want to come up at this time?
Peace to the family.
Peace.
Good morning. How the Africans feel?
Spirit strong, definitely strong.
Oh, y'all was a little slow with that one. Y'all like, oh, you always sprung it on us like that? For those who don't know, we say how the Africans feel. As loud as you can, you say the spirit is strong, definitely strong. How the Africans feel?
Spirit strong, definitely strong.
All right, cool. Glad to be here this morning to talk about the lessons of Mama Mayat. Again, it's been 1 year, February 27th, her transition with the ancestors, but she imparted a whole lot of information and knowledge to us, you know, for the community. Like Queen Monica said, she was there every step of the way, every lecture, every temple, everything that we ever did. She was always there and is still here with us today. And the day, you know,
that before, right? A lot of us heard that before, but just like everything else, we always have all these sayings we said, but we never really look into the science behind it. Like, what do you mean by laughter is the best medicine? Because it's a real science behind it, right? Laughter, not only is it just feel good, but it's certain things that's going on in our bodies when we laugh. There's a real science behind it.
Right. That's right.
So let's talk about the brain, right? We know how important the brain is, and it's right here where that crown chakra is. So you know how you laugh, and I'm talking about a good laugh to the point where you gotta, oh, you like gasping for air, and you bringing that oxygen back in because you didn't expelled all the oxygen out, and you bringing it back in. One of those good laughs. Well, when you bring in all of that oxygen back in, you're increasing the oxygen to your brain. You also creating a healthy blood flow to your brain, right? And we know anytime we're doing that, that helps with our cognitive function. That helps us to be able to see better, to be able to speak better, to be able to focus, pay attention, our memory. It helps us feel more relaxed. So when we laugh, our brain is like, thank you. As we get more oxygen, it feels good, right? And then another thing that happens when we laugh, we are creating more endorphins, which is a chemical we're releasing into our bloodstream, right? These endorphins make us feel happy, right? So when we laugh and we release these endorphins, it's creating our whole body. We add and replenishing our cells. So I was looking at this study, right? And the study was talking about humor therapy. So they did a study on elderly people in a senior citizens home. And what they found is they did it for 8 weeks and only about an hour a week with these people. And so they recorded some things before the study started to get an idea of where they were. After 8 weeks, and the therapy itself consisted of, watching funny clips, watching funny movies, reading funny articles, looking at funny pictures. But the intention was there to infuse laughter and comedy, play into our life, right? Setting that intention. So after the 8 weeks, these elderly people reported they were more happier. They felt less lonely because it also helps with feelings of loneliness. Because you think about our elderly in these old folks' homes, some of them feel lonely. They may have the people who, they're with and roommates and things like that. But a lot of times they don't have their family, people they love to see on a daily basis. So they were happier, less lonely. And get this, what the endorphins also do, it helps you relieve pain. A lot of them also recorded not having as much chronic pain in their bodies. Okay. So it's a natural painkiller. And all of this from laughing, right? Just laughing. Wonderful, right?
That's right.
So just talking about some other health benefits of laughing. In addition to the brain, it helps to stimulate and tone our organs. It helps pump more blood to our heart. It helps elevate our heart rate. And then we breathe to bring it back down. So to somebody who can't physically get out and run and work out, did you know if you laugh and raise your heart rate, that's almost like exercising. And then for some of us, like myself, who want to tone that midsection, look, some of us that want to tone up this midsection, it works on the abs. Get it vibrating. You had that laugh where you laugh so hard, you like, oh, my stomach. You in pain. But it's toning up your abs, right? So it creates like a euphoric feeling. So, and thinking about the topic for this month, I was like, when is the last time I really laughed on a consistent basis? Like, I mean, all the time laughing, and I really thought, I was like, wow, it was really when I was in college, and I graduated undergrad in 2005. Now, again, this goes back to, she got her face. This goes back to adulthood, responsibility. We start moving and shaking, and we don't have a lot of time for as much fun as we used to have. But I used to intentionally, me and my friends in college, we would intentionally create laughter. I mean, we would go, if I had to go and make a fool of myself, I would. We played pranks, a lot of pranks in college. I did a lot of pranking. I mean, harmless pranks, some of them, right? Some of them was harmless. But it was fun. And we would do things like, come on, let's go here. We know we're going to have a ball. Let's go laugh. Let's go sit out and laugh. Like we would intentionally would say, let's go here to laugh, So we got to, and I know, as you get older, things shift, it's not the same, but we can still cultivate laughter into our everyday life. And another thing about laughter is it's contagious. You see what I mean? You go out to a comedy club or you go somewhere and sometimes you laughing because somebody else laughing. You ever walk in a room and somebody laughing hysterically? You don't even know like what they laughing at. You just like, what you laughing at? But before you even know the joke or what they laughing, you start smiling. You like what's so funny? What we laughing at? You get excited too. You don't even know because it's contagious.
Right.
So not only is it good for you, but it can help bring laughter to other people.
Right.
Last night I was in bed, and at night sometimes I like to watch King of Queens. And my daughter, who's only 5, she's like, "Can we watch King of Queens?" She don't get all of the jokes, but last night I was laughing so hard watching, and she didn't really get the joke. But she looking at me and she busting out laughing. She don't get it, but it brought laughter to her because I was laughing. So it's contagious, you know. And it brings me to my next point, you know. Stand-up comedy. I love stand-up comedy. You know, I like to watch comedians. And I was thinking about it and I said, you know, we talking about laughter and healing. And I was like, a lot of these comedians have taken their trauma and that's been a part of their joke. You know, and I thought about Richard Pryor. We heard him tell a lot of jokes off of some of the trials and tribulations he went through, right? And then you think about Kevin Hart. He had a whole comedy special called Laughing My Pain. That was deep to me because I was like, wow, you can actually turn certain things that while you in it, it may not seem as funny, but then you go back and you can find a humor in it. And that's healing. That's healing. I was watching this interview. I don't know if you all familiar with Miss Pat, the comedian. She talked a lot about some of her trials and tribulations. And I was watching an interview with her. So the interviewer asked, have you ever sought therapy or counseling? And she was like, no. She said, not that I'm against it. She said, but I realized as I started using my trauma and turning it into comedy, I was healing. And she said, not only that, people that maybe experienced the same type of trauma was reaching out to her. Like, this helps so much. You see what I mean? So it's a very divine power in laughing and bringing joy to people that sometimes we overlook and we think it's just, oh, that's just play, that's for children. You know, we lose touch of it, right? So it's important. Like Jabari mentioned Baba Dick Gregory. Even collectively, some of the trauma we've experienced as a people in this country, right? A lot of political issues and social issues. You hear comedians come and talk about it. You hear Dave Chappelle now, he'll touch on some things, and a lot of other comedians, but Baba Dick Gregory was a master in that. He could take some of the issues we dealing with as a people and make us aware, but we could also laugh through it. You know, so it's important that we incorporate laughter into our everyday life, right? All right. And then moving along, you know, there's a lot of different things we can do to laugh. Obviously, we can watch something funny. We can think of something funny. We can write funny things, tell stories. But did you all know that there's a such thing called laughter yoga? Laughter yoga. So, and we're gonna get into this exercise after brother Simbi and sister Kenda speak. We're gonna get into a little bit of it, but you know, I was like, man, they got yoga for everything. Like, it's any type of thing you can think of, they got a yoga for it. But people may stand around and they just start practicing laughing exercises, and you might just laugh and you might feel silly and like, oh, I'm forcing this, ain't that funny. But you realize the more you start doing it, like, all right, a natural laugh start coming out. So it's just important that we take time to, what they say, stop and smell the roses. Take time to enjoy life. Healing does not have to be so rigid. Just like we have a ritual where we may say, I'm doing my healing work. I got to get up. I got to pray. I got to meditate. I got to write my journal. I got to burn my sage. And all of those things are beautiful and fun. But the ritual can be, all right, I got to watch a funny clip at least once a day. I got to get something to take my mind off everything so I can just bust out laughing. It's one of the best feelings in the world, right? Right. So just to give you an African proverb that I saw on laughter, it said, if one didn't laugh, one would have to cry, right? We don't have to release only through our tears. We can also release through laughter, you know, and that's what it's about. So that's my portion on trying to tie laughter into our healing. And I'm going to bring up Sister Kenda, Brother Simbi, because we're going to get even more into creative play, laughter, and fun. Thank you.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Get this done.
You can.
That was a wonderful, wonderful word.
Thank you.
Do y'all agree? Can we get like a little hand clap or something?
Yes, yes.
Yes, I mean, because you know.
Yes.
So before I start, I wanted to also add in again because we follow different systems. And one of the beautiful things about being beautiful, melanated people in this country is that we can touch upon all systems, whether it is Christianity, Islam, Ifa, Kemetic. We are such a powerful conglomerate of joy and energy that we can source ourselves and our ancestors through these different things. And I wanted to use a scripture that says, He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. You know? And so when we say He, of course, some people, oh, God, here we go. You can make the He, if you want, consciousness, higher self, universal knowledge, because that is God. Now, if you do not want to give the gender, then that's fine, but that's still, you come from a divine source. And it comes through in different aspects as well,
That's right.
not just fire, damnation, and all the scary things, but it's also joy and laughter. And for me, what I'm going to share is how laughter, i.e., joy, helped to heal me. And I love to tell people that being diagnosed with breast cancer was a blessing. And when I say to people, like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? That's crazy. Are you crazy? Who wants that? I didn't say that I wanted it, but one of the things that it forced me to do was to start paying more attention to myself and understanding that taking life and my pain so seriously and internalizing it and making it a part of who I was creating a growth in me that was not healthy for me. When we're angry, when we're sad, and we're trying to act like we are right. We're trying to be like, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. There is a sense of that that's in your body and it grows. And if you feed it with more pain, more sorrow, more grief, ruminating over what happened, who did that to me, and why that happened, and I don't understand why they won't do, it's going to grow into something that either can kill you or can give you life.
That's right.
And one of the ways that I went on that journey to heal myself was by laughter. I had to literally find joy in my life by laughing and healing, and laughter healed me. There's no way that I could go through the healing process of all the trauma that I had been through that had helped to feed that tumor without looking and laughing at the audacity that I thought that another human being was more important than my life. Laugh at that. Think about that funny looking girl that hurt your feelings. From elementary school. I am so. When was the last time that you saw them? You know, you're like, ooh, I missed the bullet. Take yourself so seriously that you have the power to laugh at the foolishness of life and be elevated in the genius of God. God is a genius, and God operates in you in the genius faculty. And one of the ways to release that, like my sister was sharing, is with laughter. It removes toxins in your body. it relieves tension in your body. Like they always say that people have that nervous laughter. That's because they're not necessarily laughing at the situation, but their body is so contained that they have to laugh to relieve the tension, or they may throw up or worse. So when someone laughs, you're like, why are they laughing? This is absurd. Understand that they are feeling the intensity so fully that they have to laugh.
That's right.
So I'm sorry, I forgot we had two cameras. I forgot. So I just wanted to share that part of that. That's basically my message because I know my sister, you covered everything. But one thing I want to challenge you all to do is to, when you get home, get your cell phone. We're all on our cell phones. Get a picture of yourself as a child. See? And make it your screensaver. Make it your screensaver and see how much you start smiling more when you see yourself reflecting back to you. And even if your childhood may not have been as pleasant or as joyful as you may have wanted it to be, I still encourage you to get this picture of yourself as a child and tell her, girl, I got you now. You can, and if you want, you can write your own saying on the picture. Mine says, you can be as big as your personality. You are loved.
Yes.
Stay brave. Not be brave, but stay brave. Okay?
That's right.
That's it for me. Thank you. I love to laugh.
Thank you, Sister Kenda and Sister Monica, for a wonderful message about laughter. This is awesome. So, just to tell you a little bit about myself, that creative play, laughter, fun, energy, I gotta conjure it up. You know, I've had, you know, life has placed layers and layers of seriousness over my laughter and fun. So much so that the ancestors gave me something that they wanted me to share with the world. But primarily they said, but this is for you, meaning me. Because they said, boy, you need to lighten up. You take yourself too seriously. Life ain't that serious. Okay? It's all temporary anyway. It's a big drama, you know? And if we find ourselves too serious, we're going to miss out on opportunities to have fun and laugh. Right. But I want to share with you the message that they gave me to share with others and also for me. Now, they reminded me that creative play, laughter, and fun is the chief deity. Yeah, we have a deity that represents creative play, laughter, and fun. And that living deity is children, who we call the childhood entity. They represent the childhood entity, being a child. We all go through childhood. That's an entity, a state of being, okay, that we should acknowledge. Now, here's what they said. They said we all know that children are the best examples of creative play, laughter, and fun. You know, like, you know, unlike me, I got to conjure it up. Okay, how am I going to have fun today? Child don't have to ask that question. They just having fun. Okay, so what the ancestors told me. It says, so let us explore the brilliance of youth and magnetism. The key to maintaining youth and magnetism is to continuously laugh and have creative play and fun. Make everything fun. Be playful with everything. I was like, everything? Everything? They said, everything. The less serious we are, the better. Like, hold up. I was always told I need to be serious and focused to get things done. Not true. Not true. Not necessarily. Life is full of joy and many, many things to laugh about. Our bodies want to laugh. Our bodies want to play. Our bodies want to be used to create. There is never a dull moment when we are awakened with the laughter, with the energy of laughter and fun. It is all a decision. Decide to have fun, enjoyment, and play. It nourishes the soul. Every day that we awaken from our night's rest is like a reset of an opportunity to start fresh with loads and loads of fun. There's always something going on around us, with us, and within us that we can be enthusiastic about. Life without laughter is a sad life not lived. Let's laugh and play. Playing is movement, freely expressed movements of the body and the mind. It's exercise for the spirit and the soul. It makes our environment swell up with light and an abundance of good, happy feelings. Playing boosters up the vibration in the area and keeps the energy circulating freely and in abundance. Creative play is playing with a purpose. You see, creative play is playing with a purpose. It's moving around, speaking, expressing oneself with an intended result at heart. They're saying something very specific here. They said creative play, inaccurately and unnecessarily called work, is constructive. So they reminded me, he said, remember when you were growing up and your parents told you to do chores, like the dishes or the lawn, all of a sudden you ain't had no energy. Like, oh. But when you was outside playing, you had infinite energy. And when you play, you use up more energy, tons of more energy than when you're doing chores. It's because of the perspective in your mind. You seeing it as work. And work has that negative connotation depending on how you define it. Okay? So they said creative play is constructive. It builds. It's progressive. But it's the kind of constructive effort that is enjoyable, not because of what we are doing, but because of the way we do it. We do it with an elated spirit of upliftment and high quality sensational bliss running through our being. We do it with a spirit of inquisitive discovery and with a thrill of navigational power as we feel victorious at every turn, twist, expressive word, and movement. See, this how those who know me, this how you know this ain't come from my mind. I'm just a vessel because this is not my personality at all. It's something I'm working on. Okay, it's something I'm striving to be. Okay, it's the satisfaction that comes from using our will to push through a challenge which calls for us to confront and lift the psychic pressure up out of our energy fields. This consistent act of the use of will is the most fun and rewarding aspect of creative play. Seeing a vision in our imagination and using our energy of intent and bodily movement and momentum to bring it into being. That is what gives us the deepest, most satisfying laughter and fun. It is essential for our healing and growth. It is crucial to the raising of our energy states at any given moment. The attitude of creative play, laughter, and fun is the light, the expression of the brilliant light of youth and magnetism. There's never a reason to grow old in the sense of losing youth and magnetism as long as we are playing creatively, laughing, and having fun. And that is how we raise the level. So that's a directive, because I have a system that the ancestors gave me called the Raise the Level Mandate. And there are 11 social directives. Creative play, laughter, and fun is one of the directives straight from the ancestors saying, look, you want to raise this energy up, y'all got to get happy, man. The definition of creative is when you're being creative, you're shaping, molding, and forming and or manipulating energy and matter, but with intention. Okay? The definition of play is the expression of happiness in motion. And we know that laughter, as Sister Monica and Sister Kenda told us, is a healing and freeing exercise that exorcises stagnant energy. Okay? And fun is defined as heightened appreciation for the moment. So if you appreciating the moment in a real way, that's fun. Okay? Because we know when we worried about the future or regretting the past, we're not experiencing the fun, the potential fun in the moment. Okay, so they gave me a whole course with this, and of course, we're not going to go through that now, but it's something that I want to share with y'all that they call the conjuring. It's like, you know, we like witches and warlocks, sorcerers and sorceresses. Keyword being source. You know, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. You know, we're not casting any negative spells. We're whipping up the witches and warlocks brew called creative play, laughter, and fun.
Right.
So the conjuring is different things and options we have, things we can do to conjure up this energy. And it's so simple. It's so simple. They gave me one called hurling. Anybody ever seen a movie Incredible Hulk? The up-to-date ones where, you know, the Incredible Hulk will just start right here and then just jump and leap like great distances. You ever seen that movie? You might want to watch it. They gave me something called hurling, right? And I'm gonna show you other examples later on, but just this is how simple it is. They say, okay, you start here, the energy feel a certain way. All right. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna say creative play, laughter, and fun. You're just gonna jump from here to there. And you're gonna be in a new state. Key is just don't look back. Creative play, laughter, and fun. Woo! I'm here. Oh, now I'm having fun. Now I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. I just shifted my energy by using my will. So that's one of the simple examples that they give in all types of drills and practices. Like let me run down a quick list before I close. Skipping. Can't nobody stay mad who skips.
That's right.
Can you do this and be mad? I can't do this. I'm skipping. I can't be mad. You know, skipping, singing, chanting, rapping, reciting, board games, group games, games that make you laugh while challenging your mental and physical abilities, fitness games like double dutch, obstacle courses, any games that challenge different aspects of movement, your agility, artwork, painting, drawing, calligraphy, dancing, poetry, designing, building, craftsmanship, musical instruments. You see, it's infinite. There's tons of things that we could be doing instead of sometimes sitting around being sad or being irritable. Okay, so one of the I'm gonna wait for this next one. All right. So with that, oh yeah, find things funny. Look for funny stuff because we really look at humanity. We're hilarious.
Oh yeah.
We're hilarious. That's why I love, like everybody else, seeing them videos of just funny things that people do. Even looking at animals, life itself is funny. We just got to find the humor in it. Look for it. You know, I know, like my wife, for example, Kendra, she always laughing. Me, it ain't that daggone funny. She laughing at it ain't that daggone funny. But see, I'm violating the directive. Okay, that just means I need to loosen up my resistance, let it go, and just say, even if you're faking it, because that's just going to heal my heart. Okay. In a qigong system that I learned about, there's a healing sound that heals the heart, and the healing sound is ha. And I said, hold up, that's the sound of laughter. Ha. And when I would do that, ha, that would soothe my heart. Okay, so you can try that one day. Thank you for your time and attention. I really appreciate it. Ashe.
Thank you, Brother Simbi. When he was talking, one thing I thought about is this new fad. It's called Black Men Frolic. Have y'all seen something like this when he was skipping? And it's so hilarious to me, but it's so needed. You know, because we understand why, especially our black men have had to be on, such guard, and so just in war mode, because we know the system we dealing with, and we know a lot of the things you all have to deal with. But like I said, part of the revolution is being happy. That's also revolutionary. Revolutionary don't mean I only got to go to war. Revolutionary is I'm loving myself. I'm loving my people. I'm enjoying myself because guess what? They want us to be constantly thinking about how to fight them off. We don't want to live our lives in fight mode all the time. We want to enjoy. That's not healthy to be in that mode all the time. So I talked about laughter yoga. So if everyone can, I would like for you to stand up. And this may feel weird. It may feel a little different, but it's all right because we letting go.
Are we gonna do it?
We releasing. No, yeah. Wherever you are. No, we're not going to do a whole lot of movement, but what we're going to do, we're going to take a deep inhale in through our nose, and when we exhale, we're just going to laugh. I don't care how silly it is. If you guys go tickle somebody, tickle them and make them laugh. I'm going to come up there. Yeah. So everybody, take a deep inhale through your nose and laugh. Again. I told you it's contagious. My daughter don't know what we're doing, but she laughs because we laughing. I told you laughter is contagious. Let's try it again. Another deep inhale. Exhale with laughter. And if somebody's mad like me and I get upset, you can make me laugh by tickling me. I'm very ticklish. So tickle somebody if you have to. Make them laugh. It's fun. But let's really thank y'all for that. Y'all can sit down. We can practice that in our everyday life. Let's get out of thinking again that healing has to be so serious all the time. Let's stop thinking healing got to be painful. We can enjoy healing through our laughter. So at this time, do we have something else? Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was about to look at my yeah, you want to? Okay. I'm gonna let Baba Jabari, Brother Jabari, General Nat, he got a lot of different names. I'm letting him bring you up. Okay, here you go.
Okay. Won't take too much time. Again, Brother Mike embodies the spirit of my Uncle D. Very funny brother. Just been doing it for years. Like I said, always coming through the shop, dying laughing. Everybody that's in there, men, women, everybody. Like I said, he's not out on the scene of maybe this might be the start of your comedy career, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we call him Big Mike, Biblical Mike. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of other names that we call him. I won't say here, but you know what I mean. But let's give it up for Big Mike. Big Mike gonna come up and share some.
Okay, I know what I've been there. How y'all doing?
Spirit is strong, definitely strong.
So I'm an addictions counselor by day, and all I hear is sad stories all the time. So I go out my way to find laughter. I get my clients to do it too because humility is a superpower. And whether you laugh at yourself or not, other people do.
Yeah.
Other people do. So to share a backstory with me and Jabari, 3 years ago, I lost my sister. She was murdered. And coming to the shop, I was crying, getting haircuts. And Jabari would never bring that up or throw it in my face. Or sometimes he would just look at me and hand me something, like something to eat or something like that. So when he lost his mom and I was there at the service, I realized one of my responsibilities being in his life is to make him laugh. One, because he needs to hear the joke and I need to focus on the material to tell it. So we both benefiting from this transaction. So, and we already studied all this, so I can't have a conversation about the ancestors, about the Book of Enoch or anything like that because he knows all of this. So I'll come in and say, like if I was at the shop, I would come in and I'll say, how we gonna get a Diddy check? Because I don't skip and things like that. What I do is sometimes I'll scroll on the timeline, and what people look at as reality, I know it's so synthetic that I laugh at it, and it's funny. So when I see Jabari, I'll be like, "You seen the photo with them with the matching clothes and all that? How we gonna get a Diddy check, Barry? We gotta figure it out and see, because Diddy is who he is. We can't just have this. Not just for the ladies. We gotta have the fellas involved in this too. But we need one of these checks, because you get a Diddy check or a percentage of one, it's gonna come back and bite the white man in the ass because you're doing a lot with less. So I focus on things like that, or then we'll talk about Fannie Willis. Like, why you got all this going on? But you think you could take Trump to court? Even if he's bankrupt, we at least know he got lawyer money. And then if Jabari, when I come in and people are like, oh, snap, here you go, I need to see those smiles. Like you was mentioning, because we smiling and laughing, your daughter's automatically doing it. So when I walk up them steps and everybody like, oh snap, here you go, he about to go off, and they start chuckling, and then that makes me have to get out of my mode too. That's right. Because as an addiction counselor, I hear stories of people murdering their own family members and all. If I dwell in that and I just saturate myself in that, then I got to figure out all these bills because they rising, and family's not family no more, and all this other stuff. That's gonna make me grumpy. People not gonna want to be around me if I'm just 100% serious all the time. Like, it's the end of the world. We got the vaccine, and then this and that. Like, who want to be around me? They're gonna start avoiding me, and they won't even say why, because that's for me to. I gotta figure that out. I can't look for a missing piece of me and someone else. And you can't get internal. If you have an internal problem, sometimes you can't get an external solution. You got to have an internal one, and laughter is one. Right. Because you just forget everything. You drop everything. When we in that shop, it's not about global white supremacy, COVID. Everybody got sore throats for 3 weeks. What the hell is going on? It's the end of the world. Did he do it? Did he didn't do it? Who else getting dragged in it? Fannie Willis. Oh, you got Fat Joe, a Mexican, wearing Trump boots. Like, it's a lot going on. You're not gonna know if you coming or going. And I think that's by design. So laughter, humor, it helps ground you. Don't take everything so serious. Everything don't gotta be. I realized that's why my kids were avoiding speaking to me. Because every time what's your plan for life? What are you this? And you're credited. They don't want to hear that crap. They just want to hug sometimes. They want to do little goofy stuff. So it's okay to watch goofy stuff. You need to detach, because you don't want to care about your people more than you care about yourself and your family. Because if you're not healthy, who are you helping? That's right. You're only spreading the virus that's consuming you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, thank y'all for allowing me to share. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
That was good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give it up for Big Mike.
Thank you.
His first official. Remember, you jumped your career off here, bro. Remember that. Don't forget us. I can hear you now on the Club Shay Shay. Like, you know what I mean? Talking about, you know what I mean? Not giving us no credit. I really started. Yeah. So, what we're gonna do now? Are we taking a break for a second? Is that what we're doing? No. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this while we at it. While we at it, I know it's a few of us here. Whatever. What we want to do is, because we want to come every first Sunday of every month, and we want to raise a few donations if we can. We got people online. I actually got the link up online. You can see it running across the screen. And just to collect, I mean, whether it's $1, whether it's 50 cents, or $150, or $1,000, or $100. Anybody that want to help us for what we're doing. we're gonna continue to do this. We're gonna continue to do this and make this happen. So anybody want to give, $100 or more, you can do that. I know I'm jumping around with the donations, you know what I'm saying, but let's start there. Anybody who wants to do that, people look at that. Bump this head, $100 more donation. You know what I mean? $100. You can actually do that. I know it's tax time. You know what I'm saying? And some people getting them taxes back. All right, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. So $100 donation. Baba Yusuf in the building in the back. Give him a big round of applause. And the reason I say that Baba Yusuf, he is a long time friend and Baba of mine, and Reality Speaks Soul Baba's Nation. We go way back when we first started. He used to be our sound man for Reality Speaks. Our original sound man for Dr. Khaled, Dr. Africa. The start of Dr. Africa was the first one. Didn't you do Khaled too? Oh, okay, yeah. Dr. Yeah. So our original sound man, you know what I mean, brother Baba Yusuf, and many other things that he's done in the community. We used to do lectures at a spot that he had, a community center that he had. Actually, we did Bobby Hemmett at his spot. Yeah, it was about 4 hours. Yeah, he liked to do like 6-hour lectures back then. You know what I mean? So we did Bobby Hemmett there. We did a couple other lectures there at his spot, but we've been with Baba Yusuf for a long time. He's a community person. He's everywhere, and definitely appreciate it. And he's also my oldest barbering student in Conscious Heads Barbering Boot Camp. he's my oldest barber boot camp. Oh, you just told her that? Yeah, but he's been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? To the weddings, to the funerals, and my family, and also long-term friends. So we appreciate you coming out, being here today, Baba. Definitely. And brother Simbi, Baba Yusuf, go back, because I think at one time he stayed over at the community center for a little while. You remember that, UV?
Yeah. I used to live with Baba Yusuf.
Yeah.
Baba DK.
Anybody else? Anybody want to go? Anybody online? $50 or more donation you can actually do. I want to say too, my cash app is Jabari Natur. Cash tag Jabari Natur. I want to say too, when you talk about laughter, some of the people who you think, like I was talking about, the most serious people, the killers and all that stuff, are the funniest people in the world. Also, I can remember when I had to go to the infamous Central Bookings. Lord have mercy. Yeah. But some of the craziest guys in there that was in there running around doing stuff was the funniest dudes in there. I mean, they laugh and joke the whole time. They found humor. It's just, did this cracking here, cracking there, and they found humor in it. And that's how we get through as a people, because I'm telling you, they was laughing, joking, and that's what we do in a barbershop. Like you said, we debate all the time, but we laugh and joke. We crack on each other all day long. You know what I mean? We take stabs at each other all day. We say often, you gotta have thick skin to be in here. We don't crack like hardcore, like, man, you ugly and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But we do say stuff all the time. If somebody got an outfit on, somebody don't like, somebody say, I don't like. Why you put that on today? You know what I mean? Like, damn, man, you know what I mean? You got them tight jeans on today. You know what I mean? So it's always cracking, laughing, going on at all times. You know what I mean? So you gotta be on your feet at the shop. You know what I mean? For laughing. But anybody else, $20, $10, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you may have that you want to add to this mission, because we got a lot of things that we actually trying to do. Here, get up for T-Nat. We in T-Nat. We up in the building. Brother Saul, we appreciate you for having us here. So we do have some stuff coming up. We got Brother James Small. Not Smalls, Kenda. Sorry. Baba J Small coming to town on the 17th, on a Sunday, actually, coming up soon. Yeah. So we're going to have him here. We're going to deal with some issues in the community. So y'all get ready for the next couple of weeks. We're going to have that going on. We got a couple other things that's going on in the community that we're going to be bringing here to TNAT. So y'all get ready for that. So thank y'all. Anything else that you may have, any dollar change, anything you want to throw in our little basket or whatever we got going around. And thank y'all.
Just thank y'all again for coming out. And I don't see her. Where did Akila go? Okay. Well, Sister Kayla asked that we pray for her daughter Nia, who's awaiting her letter to see whether or not she got accepted to grad school. So let's just take a minute. She is already done because we know in the prayer we is an affirmation for us, right? It's an affirmation. So we're affirming that she's gonna get the results that she desire and that she can go off to grad school and have much success. And this is something moving forward with the temple. We're gonna, any request for prayer, we'll make a space and time for that to just anyone who wants extra prayer for anything going on, okay? But we thank you all for coming out. Again, we thank Brother Assault. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
We got some more playing and laughing to do before.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Okay.
Because, I promise I will present some more and give everybody an opportunity to get up out their seats and get a little energy.
That's right. And we're going to ask our DJ to.
Well, excuse me.
Go ahead.
I just want to ask. I don't know what you're going to do, but since someone asked for some prayer, I would think whatever you're doing, maybe you can put that person in that circle and just give them that energy.
All right, I got an idea. We can tie this right in. Is you?
Yes.
Okay, we can tie this right in. Tie your prayer right in what we're going to do. Because prayer is words, right?
That's right. Affirmation.
Affirmation, but we got to put some energy on it.
That's right.
And so I told you, that healing sound high, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's about that. That opens the heart, gets the heart energy circulating, right? So I want us to stand up, right? And you just repeat the gestures after me, and we're going to visualize. You said your daughter graduate.
That's her. Her mother asked for the prayer. It's her.
Oh,
her name is Nia.
Okay. Boom. All right. So we directing this energy. You want to see, what's your name? We want to see Nia in graduate school. We want to see her smiling, attending school, with her books happy, no worries in the world. Only thing she doing is going to school, enjoying herself. Right?
That's right.
So it's just two different things that we're going to do. So I want y'all to stand like this. Keep that vision in mind, right? You're going to inhale. When you exhale, you say, ha. Inhale. Ha. See her in school. Inhale. Ha. Relax your arms. Continue the vision within yourself. See Nia in school, happy and successful, celebrating her victory, celebrating her acceptance, everything running smooth for her. Ashe. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stomp it into the earth. See, this is one of the conjuring. What we usually do is we stomp creative play, laughter, and fun spirit into the earth, right? And when you stomp, you send an energy all the way to the earth's core, and it's going to bounce back up right through the soles of your feet and through your body. It's going to happen instantly. Ain't no time limitation, ain't no space limitation, right? So, but instead of saying creative play, laughter, and fun, we're going to say, Nia is in graduate school. Nia
is in graduate school. Nia is in graduate school. Nia is in graduate school. Nia is in graduate school. Nia is in graduate school. Nia is in graduate school. Nia is in graduate school. Nia is in graduate school.
Welcome, thank you. Because we know you probably did a great work.
Yeah, if we didn't let the DJ get a segment in for a little bit, for a little dance. Let the DJ get a segment in for.